He is an evil man, and we have seen him orchestrate this evil. We have great concern that his evil, orchestrated with Harris's evil, will destroy our country.
So it's clear that Kamala chose Tim because his evil plays well and pairs well with her evil. Fox News is continuing their attacks against Tim Walz, to be expected. However, because there's not much to criticize, because he likes to feed children in schools and he likes to rehabilitate prisoners in jail, they have to go after the evil angle for the Christians. And I gotta be honest, I think that this one was a swing and a miss. This was not a good example for them to use. So who is this woman that they brought on to interview on Fox News? Well, she's from Walz's state. And during COVID, she, like a lot of people, had a business. She had a coffee and wine business. And unfortunately for her, like a lot of people, she lost this business due to the lockdowns during COVID. And according to her and Laura Ingraham, this is all Tim Walz's fault.
She owned a wine and coffee bistro 90 miles south of Minneapolis, and she wanted to mind her own business. So when Governor Walz issued a shutdown order during COVID, she tried to comply. But of course, the shutdown orders kept coming, and it soon became clear that she may not have a business if she follows that order. So between December 2020 and January 2021, she reopened her business on 6 different occasions. No one died. No one was hurt. She was just trying to take care of her family.
Tim Walz is evil because, like many different politicians, governors, leaders, he issued lockdowns during COVID. Unless you were an essential business, you could not be open to the public. And because she didn't personally agree with the lockdowns, she decided to reopen her business 6 different times within the span of just 2 months, because there was a mandate in effect stating that unless you were an essential business, you could not be open. And because she broke that 6 different times, she was fined $1,000 and sentenced to 90 days in jail. So she is blaming Tim Walz for the consequences of her own actions. Was it extremely unfortunate that people had to close their businesses down for safety reasons during a global pandemic? Yes. Did people lose their businesses? Yes. Did it hurt people financially? Yes. But unfortunately, that was the reality of our situation. And then you got Laura Ingraham. No one died. No one was hurt. You don't know that. Yeah, no one died in her restaurant. No one just keeled over and died while they were at her coffee and wine bistro. That doesn't mean they didn't go infect 5 other people, who then in turn infected 5 people each. Down the line we go. Who knows how many people they got sick? Who knows how many deaths that caused because they were all breathing the same air when they shouldn't have been, and they were spreading their COVID germs. And of course, the angle Fox News is going for is trying to turn his own words on their head.
It turns out now what they meant was the government should be free to invade your doctor's office. In Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and their personal choices that they make. Even if we wouldn't make the same choice for ourselves, there's a golden rule. Mind your own damn business.
There's a difference between a woman making a decision that affects her and her body and her family, and you making a selfish decision that affects everyone in proximity to you. That woman down the street from me who needs to get an abortion for God knows what reason, it's none of my business, that doesn't affect me. That doesn't affect me in the slightest. That doesn't affect my family. That doesn't affect my friends. That doesn't affect anybody I know. But if you go to that coffee and wine bistro and you're infected by someone else who showed up who maybe was asymptomatic or maybe had light symptoms, and then they had COVID and they infect you, and then you infect me, and then I infect my grandmother and she dies of COVID, that does affect me. And you have the ability to affect a lot of people around you. So it feels like they're really grasping for straws with this one, trying to really tear Walz down, because this is really, so far, all they have to use as ammunition against him.
What's your message to everyone watching tonight about the type of leader Tim Walz really is?
He is an evil man, and we have seen him orchestrate this evil. We have great concern that his evil, orchestrated with Harris's evil, will destroy our country. He is not the cute, cuddly leader that people are making him out to be, that some of the MSMs are making him out to be. Tim Walz is truly a radical tyrant.
Because Tim Walz cared more about directly negatively impacting people's lives through COVID, more so than he cared about people's businesses, he is a radical tyrant. You can't make it make sense because it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Does it suck that this woman's business went under? Yes. It's tragic. It's really unfortunate, and it happened to a lot of people. But I would rather your business die than someone who caught COVID and died. I would rather see 1 million businesses die than human lives die. People like this on the right are such proponents of freedom, but they don't really mean freedom for everybody, because if you're gay or trans and you just want to exist in society and be accepted, no, not freedom for that. Freedom for women to make their own choices about their own reproductive health care, no freedom for that. But they want the freedom to do whatever they want, then the consequences for anyone else be damned. And I think a lot of them have never even really thought about what true freedom actually means. I think it's they hear the word and they know it's something that they want, because why wouldn't you want freedom? Of course. And then they just sort of allow buzzwords and Fox News talking points to take over their lives. They don't even really know what it means.
Hey, I love America and I hate Bud Light because it's full of queers. Yeah, freedom! That was all.
So what does that mean? What you just said?
What does freedom mean?
No, you said I hate Bud Light. Why do you hate Bud Light?
Well, because they cater all the wokeness and the not the un-American spirit.
What was un-American that they did?
In short, as always, just be sure when you're listening to any media source, when you're listening to me, when you're listening to TYT, just use your critical thinking skills. Ask the important questions that maybe when you ask them, you realize you don't know the answer to that. Think about it. Talk to other people. Talk to people who think like you. Talk to people who don't think like you. Get off the internet for a little bit. Just please make sure you're questioning things and trying to use and hone your critical thinking skills. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out some of my content that isn't news related, you can check out my personal YouTube channel at Bad Gamer Wyatt. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.